I will not lie, when I first started sewing, I had issues. I had lots of rubbish trousers that I did. But today I've come with the simplest method that I have seen so far, and it works for me. So we're going to be cutting just a simple trousers, the simplest method that I know. Come with me, guys. Okay, so guys, the first thing you're going to be doing is measurements you're going to be needed. I think I attached that somewhere before this video started. So let's get right into it. The first thing you do when you get your measurement right is to check your length. For this trouser, I'm going to be using length 42. So let's see. This is where my 42 inches is. But I'm going to add 1 inch to turn the lower part and then 1 inch to turn the upper part. So that makes it 44. I have my 44 here. And then see, to fold it, you have to make sure that this thing, okay, let me just say this first before that. When you're cutting a trouser, see, we don't add allowances to the front. We only add allowances to the back because the back is usually bigger than the front. And if you notice very well, you understand that trousers don't usually have plenty allowances, or it's going to be bulky and it's going to be annoying. And then we cut the front and back separately because of this, of course, because of the allowances. So we are going to be folding with the tie measurement, which is the widest measurement. You guys know that on a normal cloth we use the widest measurement to fold. So my tie here is 23, and that will 23 divided by 2 is going to be 11.5. So that is what I have on fold here. So I'm going to be using 11.5 on fold like this. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is to marking my hip length. That is 8 inches from my waist. And don't forget that we already added 1 inch to the upper part. So we are going to be adding 1 more inch. That makes it 9 inches from the waist. 9 inches here. So I'm going to come to this side also and do my 9 inches. After that, the next thing I'm going to be measuring rather is the crotch. My crotch length here is 12 plus 1 inch of this upper part. Remember, that is 13. So we have 13 here like that. I'm going to come to this side to do 13 also. And then join both of them together. If you have a ruler, please use a ruler if your hands are not straight. It says straight. The hands are not straight, rather. So from this point, you find the knee point. And how do you find the knee point? You measure this place, the length from this place to the end of the trousers. Here I have 31 inches. 31 inches divided by 2. 31 inches divided by 2, that's 15.5. 15.5 minus 2 inches. That's what I'm going to measure. So 15.5 minus 2 inches, that gives us 13.5. So this is where my knee is going to be. 13.5. 13.5. I hope the camera is. So sorry for that break in transmission. So we got our 13.5 here. Now the next thing is to find the midpoint of all these lines and then measure. So here we have, I know we measured 11.5 here. So 11.5 divided by 2. 11 divided by 2 is 10.5. So that is 10.75. I said 10.75. 5.75. So 5.75 here. 5.75 here also. 5.75 on the knee measurement also. So 5.75 here at the end of the trousers too. So we form a straight line from this point. 5.75 in this place too. So we measure, we form a straight line rather, sorry. So straight line, because all of our measurements is going to be across the straight line. You don't want one side to be longer than the other. It's not going to give your trousers the shape that you want. If one side is longer than the other, or one side is wider than the other, it's not going to be nice. So we have to make sure that everything is in halves, half of each side. So now we start using our measurements. We start from the waist measurement. The waist I'm using here is 28 inches. 28 inches, remember I said that there will be no allowances for the front part, but we're going to be adding 1 inch because of that for the front. So 28 divided by 4 is going to be like 7 inches plus that is 8 inches. So 8 divided by 2. Remember I said, please, is the camera focusing on this side well? Please let me turn the camera a bit. Just turn the head of the ring light. Remember I said 4 inches here. You're going to be doing 2 halves, so 4 inches on this side and then 4 inches on this side also. That is where we have our waist. Then we now form a curve from this place down to the crotch. This thing, it takes grace of God though, because down to the crotch, and then we take a curve from here to the hip. Remember that we don't need to measure hip because we already use the hip to fold, so you don't need to measure anything on the hip. So now we move forward to our knee measurements. My round knee, my knee circumference round knee anyone uses 18. So 18 is the whole of my round knee, and then we're going to be dividing into 2, that is 9. So 9 is 4 and a half on each side. So we have 4 and a half on this side, and then another 4 and a half. Remember from the line, remember 4 and a half also. And then we come to the ankle also. For this particular trousers I'm going to be using, please make sure that the camera is focused on this side also. Turn the head of the ring light. Thank you. We make sure that for this particular trousers, right, I'm going to be using my same round knee to use my ankle. I just want to be in the same measurement. So I'm going to be using the same 4 and a half that I have here. Sorry, 4 and a half here. And then 4 and a half here also. Now that we have done that, we'll now join it together. We'll join this place. So this 4 and a half that we have here. If you have a ruler, please don't forget to use a ruler. I'm used to using freehand. So join a straight line, and then we join it to this place. Remember that the human body is not just straight line. So for this end of the crotch, I'm going to be just putting a bit of curve, just a little bit of curve, a little bit, so that it doesn't just go like straight line. And then we join this place to this place, from the hip rather to this place. Join from the hip down to the knee and down to the length. So you might not want to believe it, but I think it's good for you to believe that we are done with cutting the front of the trousers, and just like that, it's as simple as ABC. I told you guys this is going to be the simplest method ever. So we cut it out. then the other side also. Okay, so basically that's it for the front, and then the next thing we do is to cut the back. Now remember that we use the tie measurement to fold the front. We are going to be using the same tie measurement to fold the back, but now with 2 inches allowance. So we are going to be adding 2 inches to the back. That's going to be 2 inches plus 11.5. That we are supposed to be having 13.5 inches on the back. So let's see. This is 14.5. So we have our 13.5 finally. It's going to be the glory. So you just place the front on the back first before make sure that the length at the bottom is the same thing. That's where you know if your length is very, very correct. And then we cut out. So you move this one to this edge also and cut out. And we cut. That's what we do. We cut. So you have to be sure that what you have here is 2 inches and nothing more than 2 inches before you cut it out. So 2, 2. So go ahead to cut. So, believe it or not, we have our trousers, and that is all for this. So we have the front and we have the back. Let me open it for you to see. So this is what we have in front, at the back rather. So I'm going to be putting my own zipper on the side. So you join this place first, you join this place down, and then you join the sides, and voila, you have your trousers. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share my content. Until next time, guys, bye.